Hello everyone, Jul here. With lots of roguelike and Metroidvania games available in the market, surely you have noticed that there's actually a decent amount of game that combine those genres into one whole new package. And knowing that this subgenre might not be the easiest to find, I thought why not share my recommendation for the best Roguevania games of all time that is a must-play for fans of the genre. Some of you might agree or disagree with my list, but that's okay, because at the end of the day, we just want to play some good games. Alright then, let's get started. Ghost 1.0 takes you into a journey about two super hackers who hire a mysterious agent to infiltrate the Nakamura space station. Although mainly advertised as a Metroidvania, the game actually has a mode that implementing roguelite elements called Survival Mode. While playing in Survival, the game basically combines the Metroidvania structure with the roguelite mechanics. You will have randomized items every run, and when you die, you will lose all weapons and power-ups. The best part about this mode is that you will have more power-ups than the classic one, which adds more variety and dynamic to the gameplay experience. Metal Unit has often been described as a mini Roguevania experience. The game has been praised for its engaging gameplay mechanics and overall design, and don't forget the waifu fantasy elements. Combat is extremely action-packed, with players able to dash to avoid enemies or chain multiple weapon attacks to perform combos, creating a dynamic and exciting combat experience. While the game may not be the kind of roguelite that has tons of hours of content, it is still a fun and enjoyable experience in short bursts. If you are a fan of simple, fast-paced action and Metroidvania genre at the same time, Metal Unit is definitely a must-try. Little Noah Scion of Paradise has been praised for its challenging gameplay, beautiful graphics, and compelling story. The game's mechanics are well designed, with randomized rooms, different bosses, and items. The combat feels weighty and also features advanced mechanics for evasive maneuver, including dodge offset for combos, ukemi mechanic, and many more. In addition to the main gameplay, the game also features various side activities such as repairing your airship, unlocking different avatars, and placing statues to receive various buffs. These activities add to the overall gameplay experience and give players additional goals to work towards. Oblivion Override is an action-packed side-scrolling roguelike that has already garnered a lot of attention even in this early access period. The game's cyberpunk aesthetic with stunning environments and designs is sure to captivate players. In addition, the game's combat system is heavy and flashy, with a variety of unique weapons and skills that allow players to win battles in style. By combining jumping, dashing, wall running, and weapon skills, players can create a seamless and fluid combat experience. The level of polish even in this early access status is incredible, and the fun gameplay loop and high replayability make it a must-try for any fans of Roguevania genre. Vagante is a highly addictive roguelike game that offers a challenging and rewarding experience. The game is a cross between the gameplay and level design of Spelunky and the mechanics of Diablo. You can choose from several adventurers, each with unique stats and playstyles, including Knight, Rogue, Mage, Wildling, and Houndmaster. The combat system is similar to Dead Cells, although with a more complex combat approach, since, as you can see, each class requires you to play differently. The game also features both online and local co-op, which allows you to share the struggle of overcoming challenges with other players. A Robot Named Fike is an underrated Roguevania that was released in 2017. The story follows a robot named Fike who is on a mission to stop a moon-sized orb of flesh that has decimated a planet of robots. If you have played a Metroid game before, the controls won't be too hard to master. The game features a range of weapon upgrades, and these upgrades can make dealing with multiple enemies easier or enables you to go through the inaccessible areas. The combat feels are on par with the best action side-scrolling games in the market. Character movement is a bit stiff at first, but is easy enough to adapt to after a few runs. BlazBlue Entropy Effect is a vibrant Metroidvania/action roguelike game that offers a refreshing departure from the traditional fighting games of the series. Combat is fluid and responsive, with each character offering depth and encouraging players to experiment with different builds and special move combos. Each character starts as a prototype and can be enhanced by acquiring potentials and tactics. With over 100 potentials and 200 tactics available in the game, you'll spend so many hours min-maxing the best build for your favorite characters. Even though the game's still on early access, the fun factor is undeniable, complemented by diverse events, challenging bosses, and escalating difficulty. Dungreed is a hidden gem in the world of roguelikes that deserves more recognition. It combines the addictive gameplay of side-scrolling action games with the randomness and challenge of roguelike elements. The story is simple yet engaging, and serves as the backdrop for your dungeon-diving adventures to save the town and uncover the secrets within. Beware though, the difficulty can be intense at times, especially during boss battles when they unleash devastating attacks that test both your build and your dodging skills. Have a Nice Death is a hand-drawn 2D roguelike action game that puts players in the role of Death navigating an underworld corporation. The gameplay mechanics are well designed, with responsive controls and satisfying combat. Creating combos and using different types of attacks is an essential part of the gameplay, and players can experiment with different weapons and spells to find the most effective combinations. From battling slimy seagulls to engage in aerial combat with bubble-headed nerds, the enemy designs are consistently imaginative and charming. The excellent soundtrack complements the mayhem perfectly, which enhances the overall gameplay experience. Spelunky 2 is a cave exploration game inspired by classic platforming and roguelikes. In this game, your goal is to collect as much treasure as possible from an ever-changing cave. The game is known for its challenging gameplay, and players must avoid traps, enemies, and environmental hazards to progress through the levels. While the game offers cooperative play for up to 4 players, it's important to note that this can make the game even more challenging. Working with friends can add chaos and unpredictability, but it can also lead to a memorable and exciting adventures. Summum Aeterna is a roguelike that combines world crawler mechanic with fast-paced combat and a unique 2D art style. You play as the King of Darkness, who has been defeated in battle by his opponent, the Queen of Light. Banished to Aeterna, your mission is to reclaim the lost powers in the journey, marked by challenging platforming and formidable enemies. The combat system, which initially simple with a standard sword and jumps, evolves as players gain experience and unlock a deep skill tree. The game also offers flexibility in character development. The inclusion of gems and a variety of weapons adds even more depth into it, making every run a fresh adventure with varied combat playstyles. Neon Abyss is a side-scrolling shooter game that combines bullet hell elements and Metroidvania platformer. You play as a part of the Grim Squad, a group formed by Hades on a mission to defeat each floor's boss in the Abyss. The combat is speedy and tough, featuring not just shooting but also close quarters fighting with knives and katanas. These melee weapons have a massive amount of damage, which gives you a different feeling to shooting from a distance. On top of that, there's also additional side activities to discover, like evolving paths or mini-games, making Neon Abyss a game that encourages you to explore and try new things for a long-lasting experience. Skul the Hero Slayer stands out as a roguelike gem, offering dynamic gameplay and a wide range of character options that help it establish its unique identity in the genre. While it may draw inevitable comparisons to Hades, it manages to carve its own niche and deliver a compelling experience. One of the standout features of the game is the ability to swap skulls, each of which transforms the skeleton hero into a unique character. This mechanic goes beyond simple weapon swaps and includes magical transformations, providing an impressive variety that keeps the gameplay thrilling and adaptable. Rogue Legacy 2 is a wonderful improvement from its predecessor, making it a fantastic entry for fans of roguelike RPGs and Metroidvania. One of the notable improvements is the expansion of classes from 9 to 15, each offering a distinct playstyle. The addition of Metroidvania-style traversal upgrades adds more depth into the gameplay. On top of that, the world of Rogue Legacy 2 is visually impressive. The hand-drawn aesthetic with its sharp lines and vibrant colors sets Rogue Legacy 2 apart from its predecessor's 16-bit graphical style. Dead Cells successfully combines the roguelike and Metroidvania genres into one addictive and entertaining gameplay experience. You play as a prisoner that must fight your way out of a diseased island to defeat the island's king. The combat is dynamic, swift, and enjoyable, striking a balance between aggressive tactics and strategic thinking. The rhythmic combat, where you anticipate enemy attacks and exploit their weaknesses, is incredibly satisfying. While the exploration elements may not be as strong as in traditional Metroidvania, still, it doesn't detract from the fantastic gameplay design that will keep you hooked for hundreds of hours. Alright boys, I think that's it for today. I know that there are probably other great Roguevania games that I haven't mentioned yet, so how about sharing your best Roguevania games that probably deserve the spot in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss another great list. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Peace!